So today I want to talk about one of if not my favorite like couple verses in the Bible, and that is the couple first like verses of John. So I'm gonna just read to you like the first couple verses, and then I'm gonna just talk about them. All right, John 1:1. In the beginning, the Word already existed. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. He existed in the beginning with God. God created everything through him, and nothing was created except through him. The Word gave life to everything, and that was created in his life brought light to everybody, to everyone. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness can never extinguish it. God sent a man, John the Baptist, to tell about the light so that everyone might believe because of his testimony. John himself was not the light, he was simply a witness to tell about the light. The one who is the true light, who gives light to everyone, was coming into the world. He came into the very world he created, but the world didn't recognize him. He came to his own people, and even they rejected him. But to all who believed in him and accepted him, he gave the right to become children of God. They are reborn, not with a physical birth, resulting from human passion or plan, but a birth that comes from God. So the Word became human and made his home among us. He was full of unfailing love and faithfulness, and we have seen his glory, the glory of the Father's one and only Son. John testified about him when he shouted to the crowds, "This is the one I was talking about when I said someone is coming after me who is far greater than I am, for he existed long before me. From his abundance we have all received one gracious blessing after another. Law was given through Moses, but God's unfailing love and faithfulness came through Jesus Christ. No one has ever seen God, but the unique one, who is himself God, is near to the Father's heart. He has revealed God to us." Okay, one of the reasons why this is one of my favorites is really just the first like couple sentences, which is one of my favorites because it matches or it parallels the beginning of Genesis. In the beginning, God. In the beginning was the Word. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and in the beginning, all things were created through Christ. It's just like it's such a beautiful parallel of the beginning in Genesis and the beginning of John, and how it matches. Because it further implies the Word being God, and the Word who is Jesus, who himself is God, which is repeated multiple times in this very in the verses I just read, how Jesus himself is God, which is something that a lot of people don't believe in when they read the Bible. I don't really understand how you can truly read what I just read and still say to yourself, no, Jesus wasn't a prophet, wasn't God, he was a, which is to me is weird because I see people who don't believe in Christianity, and I see them saying that the Bible never once mentions that Christ is God, when I feel like that was just mentioned in the verse I just read. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was prophet. He was just a messenger. He was just this or that. God, and who is that Word? Jesus. He was there. Even John even said it. He existed before me. He existed way before me, which matches what Jesus said in John 8. I don't remember the exact verse, but it was John 8, where he said, "Before Abraham was I am." It just matches, and I don't really understand how people can still say that Jesus never claimed to be God or never was God. So that's one of my reasons why it also one of my favorites, because it 100% verifies that Jesus is God. Another reason why I love it is because it also gives you the gospel. What is the gospel? And the gospel is literally right here in John 1, which is, he came to his own people, and even they rejected him. But all who believed in him and accepted him, he gave the right to become children of God. They are reborn not with a physical birth resulting from human passion or plan, but a birth that comes from God. which that right there is basically the gospel. Which, John also has another verse of whoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. And I think that's why I also love these couple verses, because it gives you the gospel, and also gives you like clarification that Jesus is God. And I also love how, again, it parallels to Genesis. I talked about like the three reasons, which is the third reason why I love it, is because it parallels to Genesis. So like, one would be it gives you the gospel. Two would be it clarifies that God is Jesus, Jesus is God, and then also the beginning. It talks about the beginning that we see in Genesis when God created the heavens and the earth. John adds to it by saying the Word was in the beginning with God, and the Word was God. And it talks about how all things were created through Him and all things were created for Him. And it's such a beautiful statement that I just really love. And this is something that I really love listening to. Like, I'll just put my headphones on and just listen to this, whether on TikTok, on YouTube, because it's also something that I just like reading. Like, I was in the hospital not too long ago, and in there they have like a chapel or like a small church that you can go into, and they have a verse, not a verse, a Bible. And I went there, read the Bible, and the first thing I did was go to these verses, because these verses just remind me that Jesus is the only thing that matters, because all things were created through Him, all things are made for Him, all of these things. Jesus is everything. I was worrying about like what might happen to me in the hospital. I was being impatient, I was getting angry with myself or something, and just like reading that, it's like there's no reason to be angry, there's no reason to be impatient. Everything has its time. And it just reminds me how Jesus really is all that matters, and even now I was worrying about school or whatever, and it's like there's such small things compared to Jesus, to God. What's more important, what's more bigger than God? There's literally nothing. The creator of the universe, the creator of all things, the one who determined the measurements of the universe, the one who determined His laws. Like, come on now. You all infinite, all powerful God. There's nothing more important. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.